Cryptocurrencies are so hyped up in the market since the last peak we saw of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin and all the other cryptocurrencies out there. And we just saw another peak of Solana and Cardano, which by the way, if you have not heard, are different types of cryptocurrencies. So why all of these things are happening and how people are getting profits like 20%, 30% in a single day by buying and selling crypto, whereas some of them are also losing their money. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Abhidev and today's video is going to be something different. Like, we are not going to talk about freelancing, writing or productivity. I've been planning to make personal finance videos for a very long time just because I'm so interested in the topic, and this video is going to be first video of many which are more to come. We will talk about cryptocurrencies, stocks, NFTs, and we will also have podcast kind of episodes in upcoming days. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel for the future videos. And before starting, I want to tell you guys that I'm not any financial expert or recommending you guys to buy something. I'm just sharing my thoughts and acting as a bridge between the information which is out there on the internet so that I can share the knowledge that I've gained from the investing that I've done by watching documentaries, YouTube videos, books, and through multiple courses which I did. I will also link all the sources like from where I have learned about cryptocurrencies. In this video, I have explained why cryptocurrencies exist, like the history of money, why you should learn about cryptocurrency basics before investing in it and all. So yeah, let's start the video. So when we go to many years back, like when we had no currencies, no notes, like nothing to do trading and to exchange values or goods, then at that time we used barter system. This basically suggests that one will give something to the other party in exchange for something that he needs from that party. Like it is a system of exchange in which participants do transactions directly in exchange of goods or services for another goods or services without using any medium, such as currencies, notes, rupees, dollars and all. Simply अगर मुझे राइस चाहिए और आपको एग्स चाहिए तो हम दोनों मिलकर बात करके राइस और एग्स एक्सचेंज कर सकते हैं. And we can see here that clearly it is not something which can sustain for a long time because इसमें जो exchange involved होता है वो equally amount का नहीं होता है. And the question which comes to our mind here is that like कितने kg राइस पर कितने eggs exchange करना होगा, इसका कुछ particular amount तो नहीं है. And divisibility becomes like the biggest problem here because बहुत सारी ऐसी चीजें हैं जैसे eggs, clothes and दूसरी कुछ चीजें जो हम छोटे छोटे पार्ट्स में डिवाइड नहीं कर सकते हैं या like उसकी मल्टीपल पार्ट्स में ट्रेडिंग नहीं कर सकते हैं. So ये जो प्रॉब्लम है like डिविजिबिलिटी की एंड प्रॉपर इक्वल गुड्स या फिर सर्विसेज के ट्रांजैक्शन की, इसको पूरा सॉल्व करने के लिए लाइक गोल्ड केम इनटू प्ले एंड गोल्ड बिकेम लाइक द बिगेस्ट मोड ऑफ ट्रांजैक्शन बिकॉज गोल्ड कैन बी इजीली ब्रोकन डाउन इनटू मल्टीपल पार्ट्स. लाइक बहुत छोटे छोटे पार्ट्स है जो हम गोल्ड के ब्रेक कर सकते हैं. एंड इट वाज फार बेटर देन एक्सचेंजिंग राइस फॉर एग्स और एक्सचेंजिंग क्लोथ्स फॉर मिल्क. And the biggest thing about gold was that it can be converted into like coins, like 1 ग्राम का कॉइन, 5 ग्राम्स का कॉइन या फिर 10 ग्राम्स का कॉइन. इसका कुछ पर्टिकुलर अमाउंट नहीं है, हमें जितने वेट का कॉइन कन्वर्ट करना है हम इजीली कर सकते हैं like according to our requirement. And this became a good source of exchange where people can exchange some amount of gold to buy 5 kg of rice or some amount to buy some clothes, and it was used for many years as a medium of exchange. But again, people started to see some drawbacks and limitations of gold. Like if we have to buy something which requires बहुत सारा gold, then gold को कहाँ लेके जा सकते हैं. And on the other hand, if we want something which requires a very less amount of gold, then उतने छोटे पार्ट में gold को कैसे break करेंगे. So here finally money came into play. Like currency came into existence where जो notes या coins है, for example 1 रुपये का coin, 10 rupees का note, 500 rupees का note या फिर 2000 rupees का note कुछ value hold करेगा, and which solved all the majority of problems with the medium of exchange. Because अगर आपको कुछ परचेस करना है और उसका वैल्यू 1000 रुपीज है, then you don't have to take 100 notes of 10 rupees. You can simply take 2 notes of 500 rupees and exchange your thing with that money, which basically states that the money can be easily carried and can be broken down into like smallest parts. जो हम 1 रुपये का कॉइन देखते हैं या फिर 2 rupees का कॉइन देखते हैं, ये सबसे छोटा पार्ट होता है. So people started exchanging gold with a currency that was authorized by some central authority. For example, we have RBI in India and which made this process very easy. Now suppose if you want to buy like 5 kg of rice, then you can simply exchange it. Like लाइक एक्स अमाउंट ऑफ रुपीज से आप सिंपली उसको बाय कर सकते हैं, और लाइक द करेंसी ऑफ योर country where the exchange is taking place. And now finally this story of crypto begins, because here people again started facing drawbacks with like the regular currency and with this whole money system, because जो notes हम use करते हैं वो किसी centralized authority के अंडर होता है, and that centralized authority can do things according to them. Like जो हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने 500 रुपीज और 1000 रुपीज के नोट्स बंद कर दिए थे. I know they gave you some time to get your money back. Like आप जो 500 का पुराना नोट है वो नए नोट से एक्सचेंज कर सकते थे, but still it was under the complete authority of someone else, and they usually have all the power. And let's take another example. During the COVID, government ने बहुत सारे notes print करे थे. Like a lot of currency was added in our financial system, which resulted in increase of notes. And when notes are increased, then ये तो obvious है, जो notes की हमारी value है, like 100 rupees का जो चीज आती है वो 104 या फिर 105 rupees की होगी. And this resulted in the increase of inflation. And simply ये जो पूरी चीज है ये government के हाथ में थी. And because they need more money, so they printed it. This clearly states that the currency we have is under some authority and we generally don't have any way to control it. So finally in October 2008, concept of crypto came. Like a paper was released by Satoshi Nakamoto where Bitcoin was mentioned. And still Satoshi Nakamoto को कोई भी नहीं जानता है, but he introduced this brilliant thing called as cryptocurrency, which promises to solve all the other problems which we have with other currencies like the rupee, US dollar, euro, yen, and all the other currencies which are collectively known as fiat currency. Now let's move on to the topic number 2 of this video, which is why you should learn about cryptocurrencies before you start investing in it. So whenever we are doing something or learning something new, like how to cook or how to ride a bike, then we first understand things about it, like the foundational things जिस पर वो particular चीज पूरी depend करती है. Similarly for cryptocurrencies, we should understand the basic and learn about the coins in which we want to invest, like what are the benefits about investing in crypto, what are the disadvantages and all, so that you can choose crypto coins that will help you to make more money. And we just don't go into it blindfolded. Like crypto में बहुत सारे different terms होती है, जैसे HODL, blockchain, decentralized, bitcoin, dogecoin, Cardano, diamond hands, stable coins, ethereum and all. So इन्वेस्ट करने के पहले ये बहुत ही ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है हम बेसिक्स को अच्छे से देख लें. एंड डोंट जस्ट इन्वेस्ट इनटू इट बिकॉज वी हैव दिस फियर ऑफ मिसिंग आउट इन दिस थिंग जिसकी हर जगह पर बात हो रही है. एंड विच ब्रिंग्स अस टू द लास्ट सेक्शन ऑफ द वीडियो, विच इज द टॉप सोर्स फ्रॉम वेयर आई लर्न अबाउट क्रिप्टो. So in these past months, I've learned about cryptocurrencies from various places. But I want to tell you one thing before starting. Like all the YouTube videos you see, courses, books and talk shows, they all talk about one thing or the other. So from these different places, you first need to see what these people are talking about, like the common things, and understand it. And then only you need to decide like what you need to do with this information. Whether you need to invest in cryptocurrencies or you just want to stick to stocks. Like if this is good option for investing or not. So coming on to the sources, like the first website that I want to recommend to you guys is CoinDCX's DCX Learn. So this is a website of CoinDCX, which is a crypto platform that I use to buy coins, where they have explained the fundamentals of cryptocurrencies, like all the basics. Next, you can watch Ankur Warikoo's crypto course, which is a 6-video crypto course with Nishal Shetty, who is the founder of WazirX, which is also a crypto trading platform. So these two courses are the basics about crypto, and for more information you can watch Ali Abdal's Bitcoins video, Tim Ferriss's podcast with Naval Ravikant, and Balaji Srinivasan, Graham Steffens and Andre Jack's YouTube videos. And there is this book titled Blockchain Revolution that you can also read. So these were most of the sources that I used to learn about crypto, and there are few more that I can't remember right now, but I will link them in the description box below along with all the other sources that I mentioned earlier. So don't forget to check these sources out. I'm also going to bring more videos on crypto and personal finance in the upcoming days, and I will link the apps link in the description box below for you guys to download the crypto apps, which I personally use to buy and sell cryptocurrencies. Basically I use CoinDCX and WazirX to trade, and if you will use my links then you will get a 10% fee payback on every trade that you will make. So guys, don't forget to check the description box below. And I would like to remind to you guys again that I'm not telling you to go for a particular coin or buy like this coin or that coin. I'm just sharing with you the things that I learned about cryptocurrencies and what my personal thoughts are. So this is not any kind of financial advice. I hope you found this video useful, and if you did, then don't forget to give this video a big like and subscribe to the channel. See you guys in the next video.